Hello there, this is Patricia from Pinky's World, and this week I'm just doing a wee quick tutorial showing you how to use whatever stamp sets and dies you have in your stash to make cute wee 3D embellishments. Like, some people go out and buy a pack of these ready-made, and you have the potential there just to make your own to suit whatever project. Like these, if you had a whole box full of these sitting ready for a different card, you could have different items on it. I've gone with the where is it? This one here, Country Birdhouse dies and stamps to make this wee one, and it's really cute, really easy to do, and I just use scrap for the envelope and you make a wee pull out tag, so it's perfect for the wee mini books that I'm making. I'll show you one I'm working on at the minute. It'll just sit, on the inside. It's perfect for that size, but it also would make a lovely corner embellishment of a card, if you're doing flowers and stuff with it. So they're really handy to make. And if you pop over to the lovely Chrissy's blog, she would do this on a regular basis. She would die cut whatever she has, and then she would ink it up another day, and then she'd have them all in wee boxes ready to go, and she's just amazing. So it was Chrissy that definitely inspired me to have a wee go at preparing some of my own, rather than waiting till you're working on a project and you're already exhausted with all the work you're putting into it, and then you start making embellishments. So this is what I'm going with. I'm using that one set. I think the I Grew Up Loved came out of this one. A Good Man, that's an older set, but look through your sets. That's another thing I did the other day. I was tidying up and I decided I would write down all the good sentiments from my stamp sets. I started off at A and I worked my way through, and I'm just writing down ones that I would use for more so for wee mini books or albums, so that I can just go straight in there and know what I'm looking for without having to pull every single stamp set. And it didn't take that long. So it's worth doing it if you want to organise yourself a wee bit better. But anyway, we're going to pull out some scraps for this one too. I like using up scraps, as you know. I'm working on that this summer, trying not to buy anything else for a wee while, just to use these up. So this is from the Bright and Beautiful, and it is still available. It carried over this year for some reason. So I've pulled out this wee piece here, which should be big enough for a wee envelope, and you want to cut it down to 3 3/8. So where am I going here? 1, 2, 3/8. So just the one mark under 3 1/2, and again 3 3/8, and they will do for another maybe leaf cutting, or you could cut nice wee leaves out of those at some stage. So you're going to need your wee one of these boards, envelope punch board, if you have it. If you don't, just score it, this way or that way. I'll tell you some other time, but I can't work it out now at the minute. This is my quick way, and that's what I'm going to use. So we're going in with this 3 3/8 square, and we're going to go at score it at 1 3/4 inches. So go into 1 3/4. Line up your paper there. If you haven't got one of these boards, get yourself one. Stampin' Up used to do them, but this stopped for some unknown reason. So you're just marking it, turning it, and just to make that nice wee envelope. And you can make your envelope any size you want. So if you're going for a bigger project, a larger card or something, then make yourself a bigger envelope. I'm not sure this punch works. It does. It had stopped working for some reason, and I purchased another one of these boards, but it's working again. So decide which end you want showing out. I actually might go with the plainer side for the outside, so that my embellishments will show up better. So just fold them in on the scores you made, and we're just going to stick them. You don't want to stick it to the back, or you're just sticking it together. Just a wee dab, hold it down, and then this one will be on the outside, so you can go along a wee bit. Don't go mad. Just to hold it. and that's your wee envelope made. You could go ahead and make your tag now. So if you just measure, we have, let's say 1 3/4, and you'd want it about 2 inches. It's actually pink paper. Don't think that goes. So I might get away with this one. What did I say? 1 3/4. I might just go a wee bit smaller in case I back it on. And I might go a wee bit longer. So that's your wee tag. The tag punch, the trio punch. I'm not sure if it's still available, but if not, just use the scissors and chop yourself 2 wee pieces off. So that will be, I'm not going to bother with the sentiment, I just want to show you how I'm putting this together. So that will slip inside. You put a nice wee sentiment on it. I did back mine onto a piece of paper that matches my project that I'm working on it for, so I could hunt through here. It all depends on what colour you're going with inside, you know. So go through your scraps, and that one there might do if it's wide enough. Just about. So we'll maybe go with that one. So you just do the same. What did I say? I punched that to 2 1/4. So we're just going mark under that. See what that looks like. Too short. How did I measure that right? 2 1/4. And this one is, oh, I should have went bigger. I'm a knuckle brain. That's what's wrong. Right, I'm going to do that later too. Go bigger than your tag, and it'll sit in there. We're going to put a matching piece of ribbon like I did here. Just stapled it on, then I covered it with one of the flowers. I went ahead and stamped out these. I'm going to go now and colour them, and then we'll come straight back to you. I'll actually show you how I'm colouring one of the birds while I have you here. I'm going in with light Night of Navy. And I'm going to do all the dark bits. I'll zoom in a wee bit for you. A lot of people don't like colouring in, and if you don't, then just colour it with a blending brush and just do it all the one colour and don't worry too much. Or stamp it onto a piece of coloured card and use a grey blending marker or pro marker or whatever markers you use and just blend it in. So I went the very darkest colour, and then I'm moving on to dark balmy blue, and I'm just going to go over that dark colour and spread it out another wee bit. My balmy blues begin to squeak, which means it's nearly done. So I'm just sort of spreading the darker colour, softening it a wee bit. And then we're going to go in with our very lightest one. And we're just going to go over the whole lot. Really quick. If you're making a whole pile of these, you don't want to spend too much time. And just do it in a colour that matches your project. So for the underneath part, the brownie part, I'm going in with dark crumb cake. And I'm just going to do a line with my darkest one just up to here, and then colouring in another wee bit, and then we're going in with our lighter one, and I'm just using the bullet point each time to give me more control, and I'm softening that where it's joining, and then go up here. And I think we'll do a dark one for his beak. I'm going to colour in that wee eye. And then I'm using a fine liner pen in brown for down here, just for ease on my old eyes. And that is as simple as that. And then I have my dies in here, and there is a die for the wee bird. That's another thing I did when I was cleaning up, I stuck my piece that was in the wee jacket that it comes in, stuck it inside the stamp set, which I'm going to do with all my old sets because it's so much handier. So this will sit over the top and we'll just cut them out. So I'll do the rest of those and cut them out. This one is just a stamp. There's no die for it. And I'm just going to use it as I did here for a wee bit of branch you can see underneath there. So I need to zoom back out before I blind you. So I shall be back shortly. Try and keep that out of light out of the way. I've got my glass table down today to protect my bench because I've so much going on. I think that should be okay. So I'm going to colour these in to look just like this. So I've all those coloured in. I added a wee bit of dimensionals to raise them up for me. I've also cut some of the leaves. There's a wee double leaf and single leaves in that particular die set. Country Birdhouse, and they're lovely wee leaves because there's a wee split in them, as you can see there, and if you just squeeze them between your fingers it raises the leaves up and gives them a nice wee 3D shape. So quick, so easy, no rubbing it with your embossing tool. Just give it a wee squeeze or leave them flat. Choice is yours. So we'll want to work out now. We'll put this in first. You didn't even see it about the other one, so you might not even, whoops, you might not even need it. Go like that off. But it's just to give the bird something to sit on. That's the only reason I did it. Whoa. So stick that on the outside of your wee envelope. I would advise you to put your bird in next maybe, just so you know where he's going, and that gives him somewhere to kind of rest. And he's 3D'd up as well. And we want to put our flowers in on top. And you can put the flowers this way or this way, whatever looks okay to you. And just sort of going along the bottom and overhanging the envelope a wee bit. And then we're going to fill it up with these wee leaves. Just so that it's not so sparse looking. Just press them where you put your glue. And pull those ones out on top of his tail like he's in behind there. And you're just really building up your thing. So if you had a whole box of these cut, you could make some up in a day, you know, or do a day of your envelopes and add to that when you're ready, you know. It's just really a bit of fun, but it's great for building up your... I'll stick one in the middle here. He's a bit naked looking. Or you could put the wee flower in there. Depends what you want. It's really just a bit of fun at this stage. I'm rushing this terribly, but I keep one of those wee things for the top of the thing, and you can always put your ribbon in between the two layers if you add a layer. And then I'll decide on what sentiment I'd like. I'm going to squeeze that in there. And you can see you can keep building on that and adding to it, and just pull out one stamp set and one die set and just have a play, and you'll be surprised at what you come up with. And if you make more of the wee envelopes, you're going to end up with a lovely wee thing to sit either on a card, as I say, or inside a mini album, scrapbook, or whatever you're working on. So I hope that's a wee idea for you, and I'll catch you all again soon. Bye.